Welcome to the Canto 24 of Nandini Sahu's long narrative poem, Sita, a Poem. Canto 24 is close to my heart. It talks the heavenly agenda of creating all those complications in the lives of Ram and Sita. This canto is my first person narrative. You can call it authorial point of view. Sita has projected her indignation and her silent strength when she disappears onto the planet Earth, uh, when she is asked to prove her fidelity through trial by fire for the second time. Sita's hardships and obstacles are emphasized over by all the women, uh, even though sometimes she has been fiercely criticized as a dedicated wife who never cared about her own humiliations. And sometimes Sita is accepted as a feminist idol. The figure of Sita is, which has become a part of the collective imagination of the people of South Asia, sprouting countless narratives in our folk songs, in television and literary works, retellings of the Ramayana, and the grand traditions as well as the great and the little traditions. Kalidasa's Raghuvansha and Vavabhuti's Uttar Ramacharita, to name a few, are but the retellings of this narrative. And it is found in various folk mediums and folk theatres, as well as our material crafts, in paintings, in Madhubani arts, in Patachitras, and also in the material culture of the Gond tribes, their folk dance, Chou in Odisha, among countless other traditions in the folk. If you ask me to catalog the different interpretations or the variations of the Ramayana, it will be impossible for me to do so. There are noteworthy anthologies and various creative pieces, as the Paula Richman's story, the book Ramayana Stories from the Modern India, and then these are the retellings of the Ramayana from the last 100 years from regional literatures of South India. And there is another anthology, In Search of Sita, which features the collections of essays detailing the commentaries, the creative pieces with Sita in focus, tracing her evolution through the various retellings about and her relevance in contemporary times. Very often I get this question from the critics that why did you write Sita at this point? What is the relevance? Well, my answer to that is, to me, Sita is not just a character. Sita is a movement. She is a way of life. She is a process of thinking. Sita is an interpretation. And as I already said in the introduction, there is a kind of Sita-ness in every human being, men, women, the queer, everyone. There is Sita-ness in their determination, in their understanding of the planet Earth, in their closeness to nature, decision making capacities, love for education, optimism, taking care of the planet Earth, taking care of family, understanding, maintaining relationships, being the mentor and the father and the mother of somebody. There are so many qualities, so many characteristics in a human being that I call Sita-ness. In this canto, I am making a humble attempt at characterizing Sita. If you ask me, what do you understand by the character Sita? Then probably this canto is the answer to that. Now let me recite the Canto 24 for you. Canto 24. As I have receded, O Ram, from your view, I wish to ask you today, in this monologue, queries a few. I want to reveal my spirits for the world's review. I know you cannot answer today. In fact, no man can. These are but one sided queries and grievances of a woman who believes in solidarity. These are not just questions. This is a panoramic picture of how I see myself and where I situate my character for the progeny. Is it completed? The Sita saga magnificent? Then what will happen to the untold tale, the pains, exaltations, and times soul penetrating? I am told that people adore me like the unheard melody. I sit in their poetic imagination, the blemishless fertility goddess Sita. When the heavens were blowing heart-wrenching conches, and when the Malinger thunders were elusive, when Mother Earth was flooded with fertility, I was born. It was the hidden agenda of the heavens that I was sent to the wasteland of Dandaka, and then I instituted myself in the Ashoka Vatika. Sita and Draupadi are to the women like flies to the wanton boy. They were born for the bigger causes of evil's destruction. They are in tandem with destiny. I am Prakriti, born and fading into Mother Nature. I am Shakti, phenomenal destroyer of Ravan. I am grace. I stand for mercy, bounty, and redemption. I am the ultimate woman, the glorious mother of Love Kush. I am nature. I have inestimable moods and assortments. I am power. I have innumerable appearances on earth. I am splendor. I transcend the crimson womanly. I am pure bliss. I float as foam on the sea of frenzy. I am innocence, born naked from the furrow. I am a teardrop. I stand for the morning mortality. I am a bird, grasped and fluttered to withdrawn regions. I am a memory, sweltering and reverberating time and again. I am birth. My girlhood is joyous with simmering intimations. I am growth. I burn in the flame of the fire ordeal. I am death. I overpower Ravan. I eclipse evil. I am immaculate. I have the attitude for the tide of sovereignty. I am mighty. My power lies in ultimate motherhood. I am divine. My love and grace redeem the universe. I am human. I suffer like any mortal ever is. I am benevolence. Let them admire my compassionate pedigree. I am malevolence. I care no birth, bondage, and death. If all of these I am, then what went wrong, O Ram? The maker of my story, Valmiki, he couldn't endure the parting of two cronch birds near the river Tamasha. Thus, he wrote the Ramayana. How could he envision the parting of me and Ram? Each tragedy, the depth of all ingenuity. Different regions, folklores construct my story differently. Muni Valmiki wrote, Ram asked his courtier friend Bhadra of the public opinion and he told the criticism of the washerman about the fall in the morals of fidelity among the women folk due to my living in another man's house alone. Kalidas's rumor monger is a spy in his Raghuvamsha, Bhavavati's Uttara Ramacharita, and some texts like Kundamala, Dasavatara Charita talk of Sita's critic as someone called Durmukh, the foul mouthed, in the Anand Ramayan and the Adhyatma Ramayan. The rumor monger is Vijaya. In the Jain Ramayan, Purmacharya by Bimalshori, Ram took his pregnant wife to the Jain temples where he talked of the critical public opinion about the chastity of Sita. Then he sent her across the river Ganga with his general Kirtanavadanta. Sita was lamenting alone, and Jain monarch Bajranga rescued her, and love and Kush were born in his palace. Ravishana's Padmacharita and Hemachandra's Yogashastra defined Ram's character more positive, that he went to the forest to look for Sita and never found her there. Father Kamil Burke's Brihat Katha and then the Kathasarit Sagar, Bhagavat Purana, Jaiminiya Aswamedh, Padma Purana, the Anand Ramayan, the Ramcharitmanas wrote the tale of the washerman and my abandonment. Whatever has been written by whoever, mine is the tale of exile and ultimate abandon. I heard one folk tale about my relinquishment, that Sita was asked by a crooked stepsister to draw the portrait of Ravan after coming back to Ayodhya, that Ram saw and doubted her character. This Southeast Asian story finds similarity with the Bengali version of Chandrabali, a story by women authors. Hemachandra's Jain Ramayan, the Jain tale of Harivadrasuri, and the Anand Ramayan wrote, Sita had seen only the feet of Ravan. She drew that coaxed by her three co-wives, who were jealous since she was pregnant. The Bengali Ramayana by Krittivas stated, Sita drew the toe of Ravan, then slept near it, exhausted. Thus, she was doubted and deserted. Kashmiri Ramayana assumed the same tale. In Ramdas Gaud's Subhachar's Ramayana, Sita's sister-in-law is the perpetrator. In Ramayana Masahi, Sita's sister-in-law's story is most popular. In Gujarati Ramayana Sansar, Sita is overheard by Ram when she is describing Ravan to a maid while drawing his picture. The Tika Ramayana by Nilambar Das too wrote the tale of Ravan's picture. Kikevi Devi, the sister of Bharata and Shatrugna, pestered me to draw Ravan's picture in the Malayan Sari Ram. I drew it on a hand fan which she kept on my chest to be viewed by Ram. In Javanese Ramayana, Saratkanda, Kikavi Devi drew the picture and, and placed that on my chest. The daughter of Ravan kept his picture on my breast while I was asleep, and then I was abandoned. In Hikayat Maharaja Ravana, in the Thai Ramayana, Ramaykan, the daughter of Supanakha, painted Ravan's picture and she kept it on my breast. And in Pompa Chakra, Supanakha came disguised and prompted me to paint Ravan. Bali's widow, Tara, cursed me because of a disaster in the Ramayana Manjari, the Assamese Ramayana of Madhav Kandali called Satkand Ramayana, and in Marathi Ramayana Bhavartha, and in Bengali Ramayana by Krittivas Oja and the Bilanka Ramayans. Many Ramayans, many tales, story of a woman loved and lost, accepted and questioned. In my story, eternal time has been synchronized by a mysterious command. Since ages, I unfurl my questions, which are never elucidated.